I would now like to introduce David Hayhurst from the English Football League, representing the football bus.
I actually thought this was going to be easy. A teacher of 20 years, but the words that were just spoke before the song, this that I wrote seems quite naive. I'm not Jewish, but I'd first of all like to say hello to everyone, or should I say shalom. Before I introduce myself properly, I'd like to start with a thought. A thought that until today I'd never had. When Robin and Joe approached me today on the bus and said, we'd like you to talk this evening, how did you get 5 minutes, by the way? Because I was told 3 or 4. But for 3 or 4... listen, I'm a teacher, I can talk all day. But the 3 or 4 minutes got me thinking about time, and the last words were about time. 3 or 4 minutes doesn't sound like a lot. But as I walked around Auschwitz today, I thought to myself, that amount of time could be the difference in selection from turning left or turning right, from life or death. And that's something that really hit me today, quite hard. So my name is David, I'm the Club Inclusion Manager at the EFL, and I'm 43 years old. And I'm going to be honest, until Monday, I'd spent little or no time in the presence of anyone who was Jewish. Over the past 3 days, I've been privileged to be on the football bus with amazing people, but even to be in all of your presence, I don't feel worthy. The football bus, or Bus F as we were known, were a collection of people. A collection of people that were given an opportunity by our football clubs or our football bodies to attend something that we probably didn't know a right lot about. A collection of people from different backgrounds who have varying experiences, a connection or no connection with the Holocaust, or even with the Jewish community itself. Initially, with a connection through our jobs and our love of football, we actually leave this journey through a shared connection, through shared experiences, and one that I'm sure for my friends on the football bus will stay with us for the rest of our lives. The reason many of us on Bus F were asked by our organisations to come was to help experience, to help us learn, to help us understand the events of the Holocaust, and to enable us to work more effectively within our roles within football, to help engage and develop relationships with the Jewish people, and more specifically for some of us in our individual roles with Jewish players, with Jewish coaches, with Jewish staff that work within our clubs, but also Jewish families within the communities of which our football clubs serve. As a collective, we have experienced emotions, nerves at this present moment in time, anger, upset, but more constantly an overwhelming feeling of why, of how, and the word incomprehensible has actually been said more times than I care to think about. During this trip, we've been expertly guided by Joe and Robin, and I know I speak for my friends on Bus F when I say to you guys, thank you. Could we give a round of applause? I know they were my mentors. To the people in the front row, the testimonies that we've heard from survivors, but also the testimonies that we've heard from those that lost their lives or are no longer with us, have helped to bring understanding of the horrific suffering of the Holocaust to life. But I want to change tack slightly in that note. More than this, for me personally, these testimonies have enabled me to allow this trip to breathe. And what I mean by that, it's allowed me in a moment to visualise. It's allowed me to stand in the person where someone else stood and to feel an emotion that normally on a day-to-day basis, I would not feel. It's allowed me to try and understand the incredible suffering, but again, more importantly, the incredible resilience, courage, strength, and unity that helped people. And through Holocaust education, I now understand before I go home, this isn't for Jewish people, this is for everybody. And I will be going back to the EFL and making sure this becomes a topic that we discuss with all of our clubs. Over 4 minutes, so I'm going to go quick now. For me personally, I cannot lie. At times I've struggled emotionally on this trip. In private, I've cried numerous times. I have a wife, Jo. I have a daughter, Lily, 11, and a son, Ethan, 16. Through many of these experiences, I've been thinking about them. Fear, pain, anger, anguish. And again, that word, incomprehensible, that something like this could ever happen. What I'm taking away from this trip, I'm going to start with a negative. As we call it in teaching, a bit of a poo sandwich. That was often my students' work, to be fair, but moving forward. In all honesty, what I've been feeling throughout this trip relates to what's happening in the world today. And I have so many questions about what happens next. As a society, are we making mistakes? Are we making similar mistakes? Maybe not necessarily representative of the ones of the Holocaust, the ones that affect humanity. And to that end, are we losing our sense of humanity? Right now, I can't answer this. All I can say is for my family and yours, I hope this isn't the case. But I don't want to finish with darkness. I want to finish with light. So to everyone on Bus F, I thank you. I take away friendship, I take away warmth, and I've been very lucky to experience this with you, so thank you very much. As a teacher, I am educationally enriched, with an overwhelming feeling of awareness of the Holocaust and the Jewish people that I had no idea before I entered the room on Monday. And most of all, I leave this trip, despite my question around humanity, with the knowledge that sharing the story of the Holocaust is making a difference. The person in front of you today, Leah in Poland, is not the person that arrived on Monday. And this education is going to continue to make a difference long after the last survivor is sadly not with us. To everyone attending March of the Living UK, to those of you who are Holocaust survivors, to those of you who are second, third, maybe even fourth generation survivors, all of you are wonderful. March of the Living staff, you are amazing. To you all, and I hope I get this right, Toda Rabba.